People who are 40 plus and happy with their life. What is your advice to people in their 20s? I hesitate to give advice, being unqualified to do so. Instead, here are some points that may or may not be worthy of consideration. 1. Time is very short, and as you get older it speeds up more and more. 2. Time is more important than money. In theory, you could end up a billionaire, but nobody is ever a time billionaire. Rich or poor, you're gonna get maybe 100 years at the absolute maximum, and probably not that much. 3. There will be several versions of you as you walk your path, but one version that kind of colors all the other versions. This version you could call the real you. It pays to spend time figuring out who that real you is. 4. You will have to deal with people. Learn how to leave them happy to have been in your presence, and you will not lack for friends and loved ones. 5. Speaking of loved ones, just because someone is a blood relative, it doesn't mean they're worth a dung. If your parent, sibling, or child is a complete bull unworthy of your attention, don't waste further time on them. 6. Find something you love to do, and do that. Do it every day. It doesn't matter if you make money at it or get recognition because of it. Do it like Henry Darger did his writing and drawing, and like Vivian Maier did her photography. Do good work. It is its own reward. 7. I'm a geezer, 64 years old. It does not have to suck being old. I think it's bopping great, for many reasons. If you're ever in my town, drop by and get on my lawn. Don't fall for the trap that your life needs to be one long narrative that you should be building. Life is best when it's a bunch of happy moments that just happen to be connected. Don't try to make your life into a novel. Make it a book of poems. It's never too late to start again. All in my 20s I thought I couldn't just restart my career or dump a useless boyfriend or go back to school because I was already on a certain trajectory. Made my choices, now I gotta make the best of it. That's total bulldung. You have no idea how incredibly young you are and how much time you have to do whatever you want to do. When I figured this out, I found the man of my dreams, had a kid in my late 30s, dropped my entire career in my late 40s, and starting a new one at 50, and it's awesome. Edit. Oh my. I had no idea my post would be so inspirational, or that so many people needed to read it. Thank you everyone for the kind words and updates and awards. I'm so excited for everyone taking a leap into the great unknown. You got this. And if you are sad or upset or frustrated with life, that's okay too. You have time and it will pass. You have no idea what comes next, and you have so much time to explore. I'm still figuring things out. I'm 46, and here's what I know. 1. Money is important, but it's not the end all be all. It will not listen to your problems or hug you when you need it. 2. Watch your weight, your blood pressure, and do not smoke. 75% of my patients that have the most serious diagnosis have at least one of these factors. 3. Comparison will rob you of joy. Be happy for others, but don't feel you need to be like them. 4. Let go of the little things. Stress will kill you. 5. Chase your dreams. Life goes by so fast. You don't want to be 80 years old and regretting not traveling, pursuing your passion, etc. 6. You cannot change someone, whether a friend or a partner. Their faults will not get better, and you cannot rescue them. Don't waste your life on toxic people. 7. Make a point of performing kind acts for others. It will greatly enrich your life. Now, go get your life. Edit. Thanks for the award, stranger. It's my first. Take care of your teeth. This is the only set you're ever going to have, and you don't want to neglect them and mess them up like I did. I've got crap tons of fillings which don't last forever and need replacement. A filling isn't as good as the real thing, and filled teeth can break, requiring crowns. I have 2 and it sucks. Brush and floss thoroughly every single day without exception. Hell, get an electric toothbrush. See the dentist regularly. Ditch the sugary drinks. I was a raging alcoholic in my 20s and thought I would never recover from it. I never found a real job using my first degree or my master's. Part of it was because I was always drunk. Part of it was the job market at the time. I went back to school in my 30s and found something I like a whole lot more. Now, I'm married, nearly 10 years sober, and have a great job. My point is, if you end up on the wrong path, or don't like where you are, there's always time to turn around and change it. Too many people just assume they are stuck where they are, and stuck with the issues they have. When I was 22, an older gentleman asked me how old I was, and then told me, Chad 303, when you are twice that age, you'll be twice the man you are today. I almost considered it a slight in that moment, but time has proven him wise. Here I am, twice that age, and, in my humble estimation, twice the man than I was then. I believe this, chiefly because I have learned that kindness is not a weakness, humility serves you better than pride, and cruelty is a fool's game. It's not a race. Stop comparing yourself to others. Just because they did things sooner than you, doesn't mean they're happier or better. Try to start good habits. It is a little rough at first, but in a few years it will be second nature. Do this with things like cooking, cleaning, saving money and self-care. It is okay to not like someone. It is also okay to have someone not like you. People are going to not like you for no reason. That is okay. It's a them issue and not a you issue. Don't be in, but to everyone, and give them reason to dislike you, but also know that you are under no obligation to put up with someone else's bad friendship. There is no shame in seeing a mental health professional. I've been feeling bad about this. Entering 6th year of college, graduating in the fall though, and I just feel bad and like a failure. I feel like I'm not going to get a job when I get out, and I feel pressured to live up to the success my older brother has despite my parents say that's not important. There's a lot of other things that hit home in this thread. Struggling from substance abuse, being physically unhealthy, and having body image issues are a few others. I want to be a better and successful person, but I'm afraid I'm never going to find the motivation. I'm afraid I'm going to allow myself to be mediocre for the rest of my life. I really should get a therapist like you've said. Edit. Thank you for all the suggestions and wholesome feelings guys. It really does mean a lot. My self-esteem and mild to moderate depression issues are definitely something I need to work on, and you all are right. It's just good I'm finishing college. Thank you all once again for all the warm feelings. I've got a few books you all suggested to look at. Don't put yourself in ridiculous amounts of debt trying to portray a certain image. You'll spend your entire life trying to get out of the hole you dug, or you'll have to declare bankruptcy. Set aside enough money to cover 3 to 6 months of expenses for emergencies just like now. Moreover, save now for your retirement years. It doesn't require much, and if you have it taken directly from your paycheck you won't be inclined to not pay yourself first. Take care of your body. Exercise to maintain a healthy weight and good cardiovascular health. As you get older, it's much harder to maintain these. Enjoy the days of your youth without going overboard. There is nothing wrong with having a good time, yet if you are always waking up wondering what happened last night, why you can't remember how you spent so much money, or you always have a hangover, you should tone it down a bit. Don't take advice or criticism as a personal attack. Most times the people who care about you have observed behavior in you which is off-putting, doesn't reflect who you really are, or could be, or would make you a more rounded person. Figure out what is important to you in life. A shocking amount of people never do this. The sooner you do, the better off you will be. It is important to me to be able to take care of myself and have enough left over to support those I love. If I'm doing that, it is hard to get down, or be worried, or care what other people think of me, etc. I'm still going to pursue my career and other interests. I just don't have anything emotionally riding on their successes, at least not in relation to my own sense of self-worth. I'm not doing a fun job or an inspiring job. I'm doing on that pays the most for the least work. For me, that's okay, because with the excess time, I can spend it with people I love. With the excess money I can help pay for my friends who didn't get to go to college to do it now. I can take time off at a drop of a hat to fly across country and help in a family emergency, etc. There is the phrase live, so God can use you. I'm not religious, but I do value the idea of setting your life up so when an opportunity to do something that you care about, that matters, arises, you're in a position to do it. Figure out what you want for yourself and what you want for others. It will make planning and achieving it easier. Edit. As a lot of people are asking me what I do, I work in tech. Probably unsurprisingly, I basically decided to get a degree in math instead of English because one had much better job prospects. Though I do like analytics and solution architecture and all that jazz, I definitely use that time to read the Iliad for the 4th time if it paid the same. Also, to be clear, I'm not advocating for this path, just that it is important to understand the path you want and make sure you're on it. It is just as important to not work a job you hate, to make time for your passions, etc. I've worked nearly 30 jobs in my life, with kids, construction, lumber yards, tour guide, nursing homes, you name it. I'm good at compartmentalizing and just really don't mind what I work on. So getting the most return on my work is a clear metric to focus on. If I got a lot of my sanity and sense of satisfaction from my job, I'd 100% work with kids or in education instead. Go have an adventure of a lifetime. Don't put it off. Make plans for your money. Stay out of debt. You don't need that new car, watch, handbag, etc. Material items are not worth your sanity. Have a 3 to 6 month emergency fund. Don't waste time on anyone who disrespects you. Have a backbone, but don't be rude. Not everything needs your reaction. Find someone who you can spend endless time with. Talk about ideas, not people. Above all, duck what anyone thinks. I'll be 41 this year.